Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 49-yard line.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A give for Walker running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
here's 3rd and 7. Thompson Robinson now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
It's a room to maneuver. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Smith going to move him around. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
Cut, go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch out.
Now they'll change things up.
Cut, cut.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, and now some space to operate. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on 1st down. Chubb to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready, break. This is 2nd and 8.
Red, cycle. Blaster, stick. Go stick. Edo blue. Set.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Come on, set.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready. Get, ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
And Holloway clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe open. A little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Geno. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Smith. Smith and Jigba with a grab. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Throwing is Smith. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Ken Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and a couple.
52 blaster. Ready.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Ready.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that
Down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Thompson Robinson off of play action.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. He was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Play action. It's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and long. It's Smith.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Smith. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got no thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
The DTR going to throw it here.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Okay,
So
break.
after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready?
They run it again with Chubb. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Yellow, one. Ten cycles. Ready?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it. Thompson Robinson. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's first down. Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith's going to throw it. He hits his target, Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 35. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. Here's Smith. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So Cleveland able to come away with